sitting here with Rachel Walter, the author of Amplified Leadership, partnering with AI to develop people, purpose, and performance. Rachel, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Tell me what made you write this book. It's super recent.
It is. It's only been out about a month. And what made me write this was I was actually writing a book on developing people, which was what I had been focusing on for, I was going to tell about my process to develop learning business partners that I did while I was working at Hilti, which was to take people from the business and develop them into more strategic roles across the organization. And I'd been working on that book, and I came to work for AnswerSource, and AI landed in the middle of everything that we were doing, and I fell in love with AI.
You fell in love.
I fell in love with AI.
Love it.
So I realized I was struggling to finish that book, and it was because I felt called to talk about how AI is affecting leaders across all organizations, how we can use it to better develop our people, how we can use it to refine our own purpose in the world, how we can use it to improve our performance, but also our organization's performance. And until I got that book out, I wasn't going to be able to finish the one that I had already started. And that was where I came to. A little bit about the book is it's written from a very application-focused place. So every single chapter ends with a AI prompting or an AI exercise. So you can literally just go in and say, either run through the book step by step, or you can go to a chapter that resonates with you, such as you want to think about your organizational culture. Okay, open the book, go to the organizational culture chapter, and then I can say, when I get to that chapter, at the end of it is going to be a prompt to allow me to utilize AI as my strategic lever. And so in here, it's telling me, and again, not writing a prompt, but basically it's giving me tips that I can do. So in this case, upload your company's value statement or strategic plan alongside transcripts from your meetings and query AI, what are the most prevalent themes? So now I'm learning what is the culture inside my organization. The other thing that I did in my book is I have included checklists and tools inside a lot of the chapters so that the things that might help you go through and improve your organizational culture, in the case of this specific one, you can now have the checklist for free with the purchase of a book.
Love it. Why amplified leadership? What made you...
That's such a good question.
Yes.
Because that's what AI does. It amplifies good and bad. And so if you are not intentional about what you're doing, so say I am tolerating behavior that doesn't align with my organizational culture, or I am tolerating, I'm not holding people accountable for results in my organization. If I am now putting those things into AI, it's just going to amplify that situation. And so I really wanted people to understand that that's what AI is doing. For better or for worse, it is amplifying what you're doing. And so you need to be really intentional and think carefully about whether or not the behaviors that I'm modeling as a leader, are those the ones I want to have amplified? Or am I about to amplify the worst parts of myself? So you know me well. You know that I can be very abrupt and very direct. If I'm not careful, AI would amplify that aspect of me. It would potentially make me so direct that I'm rude. So in that case, that's where I have to be aware of those tendencies. There's also information in there about self-reflection. There are reflection moments at the end of every chapter as well, so that the leader can reflect and say, am I actually putting out there what I want to put out there? Am I representing myself as a leader the way I want to represent myself as a leader? Or am I potentially getting ready to amplify the worst aspects of my leadership instead of the best aspects of my leadership.
Interesting. And as you go chapter by chapter, your approach of writing the book, I'm curious about, like, are you looking at the whole organization and be like, these are the aspects where leadership needs to play an important role, and this is the role AI plays in it? Was that your...
Exactly. And so while any leader would get benefit out of the book, it is more relatable for those who are in functions that are not so easily measurable. So you as a sales leader, your function can be more easily measurable because you can look at your sales results. You can look at conversion rates. You can look at those types of things. However, those are still just activities. Whereas if you're trying to actually facilitate EBITDA for an organization, as we are, or you're trying to change the enterprise value and increase the enterprise value, now, even in your role, which is more easily measurable than, say, somebody who's in HR or L&D or one of those other functions, any of the other purchasing, legal, those are less measurable, but they still have activities. So it still works for somebody who's in your position to be reflecting upon and thinking, okay, my activities are leading me where I want to go, but are my leadership behaviors, am I amplifying those parts that are going to create the next generation of leaders? Am I amplifying the behaviors from myself that are encouraging my managers, my directors, my team members who are reporting up to me to now form alignment with where the organization is trying to go?
You answered the question I was gonna ask as well, which is who should read your book?
So, and a funny turn, TJ Lentz, who is the CHRO of DOCA, he posted on LinkedIn a couple of weeks ago, and he goes, for every HR and L&D leader out there, you have to read this book. He's like, this is your manifesto. Just go buy the book and get it, which is wonderful. TJ's in our Answer Elevate group. So I think that says a lot, is that a lot of my examples, because my history, while business oriented, is in learning and development. So a lot of the examples, the book is full of examples. And a lot of those examples are related to learning and development or to HR topics. It's definitely relevant there. Any leader is going to get value out of the activities at the end of each chapter and the reflection moments at the end of each chapter. But if there was one specific group who should look at it and might be most interested, would be anybody in the field of talent development or performance improvement.
Yeah, and to put it in perspective as well, AI is one of those skills that are, there's no escaping it. It's like now the game has changed. We suddenly have dragons, AI is the dragon. One analogy, can you speak dragon? Then you're going to have more power in where you're headed, or you will just be walking or using horses. But your book really emphasizes leader needs to know how to speak dragon.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly.
In order for them to.
It is a skill that you absolutely have to have in today's world, and it's not going away. I mean, you can bury your head in the sand. You can, try to bootstrap it, etc. You can ignore it. You can look the other direction, but the reality is we're not going back.
Yeah, it's here to stay. There is no way you can lead an organization now without really facing AI in the face and be like, okay, what are you about? I gotta do my bit. And you mentioned my background of sales. As a leader of sales, what do I need to know? What's happening in AI and sales? So that is a part of my job now. Nobody has given that to me in a job description, but I know that the writing is on the wall. I have to learn this in order and bring the value to my organization, so that, because my leaders are depending on me to do that aspect.
Yeah. And sales is one of the areas where AI has made so many huge strides.
Yes.
We have AI sales agents. I mean, there's hundreds of them. I mean,
I'm running pilots on so many things right now. Yes.
I was sitting at lunch talking, and a guy has a 0 employee company, which is selling. The agents are selling and responding to, and it's like, and he's sitting here going, he's like, I'm here. And
Sales
that
is
company
happening.
is working. That company is working. People just go.
The game has just changed, right? Like that's why I use the Game of Thrones or whatever, How to Train Your Dragon reference, because I was talking to one of my friends, she's a musician, and we ended up here. And I was like, yeah, that is true.
Those are actually the places where I'm more concerned about the use of AI is in the creative aspects of it. I had people ask me if I used AI to write my book, and I was laughing because I said it generated the image for the cover. I don't think AI is in a place where it should be trusted to write or to make music, or to make art. So I do worry about that aspect of AI. But when it comes to increasing the efficiency and effectiveness of organizations, that's where we should be harnessing the power of AI.
You know what I saw in music? I'm totally on board with music and AI and creative fields like art and AI don't go together. Until I heard rap songs that are from 1950, 80s, 90s, whatever, really good rap songs. But then they are converted into, the songs that were melodious. I forget the genre, like Stand By Me.
Yes.
So now the rap song lyrics, but music of that, and AI has created that, and it's worth listening to.
Yeah. Again, I'm not saying that it doesn't create beautiful art or beautiful music.
Yeah.
I agree that it does.
But there's place for
Place
for both.
For me, I want the human soul in
Same.
my creative space.
I won't be listening to it on repeat.
You will but you just don't know that you are, because it's all over. AI music is all over now.
Really?
Yes. You just don't know that you're listening to it.
Okay, I'm listening to my old nostalgia. Anyway, but music is music.
Yes.
Okay, but good one.
Nonetheless, go get your copy of Amplified Leadership.
Yes.
You can have
Thank you
that one.
so much for spending this time with us, Rachel. This was great.
You're very welcome.